But we do have a short video of some previous statements from Biden administration officials and Democrat Party officials telling us not to believe our lying eyes. We can play the video.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with him.
The most difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
I can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Well, fun fact, no Democrats showed up for this hearing. No Democrats showed up for this. I wonder why. I wonder why, family. Why no Democrats showed up? Why they skipped it? I wonder why. The biggest scandal in U.S. history, the biggest scandal in American history. And that's what it is with Democrats. Scandal after scandal. Yeah. People ought to be walked out with their hands behind their back. And I'm telling you, them Patriots is pissed off. They say put their feet behind their back, their ankles, let them ankles touch. And just throw them in the back of the truck. Throw them in the slammer and turn the lights off. Spit on the American people, lied, misinformation, cheap fakes, deep fakes. It was AI edited. Then pulled out that big old binder. Ooh. And left President Trump a complete mess. And not just this administration. You know. Oh, you said it back too, Barry. And we seen the real birth certificate. Them Patriots read that real birth certificate, Barry. You and Big Mike walking around, slapping around mushroom tips. And now the chef then came. Miss Rivers tried to tell us the chef then came up. Rest in peace. They ought to just do another investigation on just about everything, huh? They say, Rick, sir, please, sir, it's Sunday, sir. Why are you doing this on Sunday, sir? But no Democrats showed up for this hearing here. The biggest scandal, Otto Pengate, zombie in chief, zombie vegetable in chief. Somebody's on vacation. They done dropped ice cream all on the carpet, all on the counter. It's crack cocaine everywhere. China, Russia. Throw the laptop out in the middle of the street. Kangaroos is jumping. Banana peels can't beat your political opponent fair and square. Y'all done walked President Trump back in there with new shoes, a new suit. Y'all walked him back in there smiling. Y'all did such a good job, Democrats. Such a good job. Yeah. Libtards, the left, you know, no common sense. Everybody stay woke. She in the restroom. She in the last person in the room. They say they heard her laughing. She was laughing. What the hell is so funny, ma'am? She in there cackling. Ain't nothing funny. What would have done different than Biden? Oh, nothing. We've done such a great job. Somebody put her hands behind her back. I think they ought to walk out in handcuffs. She should have been arrested too. Dr. Jill running the cabinet meeting. Put that heifer in handcuffs too. You did such a great job, Joe. You answered every last question. Oh, you did such a great job. We didn't even have to dope you up that much this time and add that extra earpiece in this time, Joe. You did such a great job. Put that heifer in handcuffs too. Elderly abuse. Let's get into it, family. I'm fired up today. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful weekend or whatever time you're watching this. A lot's going on. We are praying for America. We are praying for peace, praying for our troops. A lot is going on. President Trump is making some big decisions, and they just got to be made. We trust President Trump. He's earned it, you know? And here we are in 2025. We are praying for peace, but they have left Trump a complete mess. They left it wide open. They let grandniece in, sister-in-law came in, Uncle Elroy came in, Jose, Brother Garcia, and the whole team came in. They brought the minivan too. I said, what the hell y'all brought the minivan in? We don't need to. They brought both minivans in. Come on in. They brought some dude in. He ain't speak no English. And they said he had a gun and a knife. I said, come on in. I said, what the hell? All right. All right now. All right. If you can't take a joke, but sometimes jokes are the truth, then get up out of here. If you can't come on here and laugh and have a good time with your boy, I know sometimes jokes trigger people. And if you one of those ones, this isn't the right channel for you. And God dog it, I'm going to just call it how it is. But if you are triggered, if you're on the left, if you're a liberal, this might not be the channel for you, but we do got love for you. Yeah. We know what a woman is on this channel. We know what a man is on this channel. And them pages on this channel has common sense. This is the biggest scandal in American history right here. And they admit the Democrats, it's so bad. Democrats know it's so bad. They got caught. They know how everything played out to be. They didn't even want to show up for the hearing. Let's go and play this.
The minority did not call any witnesses for today's hearing. They have chosen to ignore the hearing as they chose to ignore President Biden's mental decline. But we do have a short video of some previous statements from Biden administration officials and Democrat Party officials telling us not to believe our lying eyes. We can play the video.
Does the president have the stamina, physically and mentally, do you think, to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh. He's the president of the United States. You know,
Oh, and I have such a big binder. Oh, a big binder.
I can't even keep up with it.
The most difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely
He should have been in handcuffs long time ago. He should have been. A lot of them should be in handcuffs. People begging for pardons at the last minute. The whole family get pardoned as soon as Trump is sworn in. What a disgrace! A lot of these people should have been walked out in handcuffs. I'm waiting for somebody to get arrested right now.
probing and detail-oriented and focused.
I can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years. And I'm telling you, this guy's tough. He's smart. He's on his game.
Joe Biden has vision. He has knowledge. He has a strategic thinker.
The president is focused. He's detail-oriented. He's always thinking about the big picture.
He is engaging. He is capable. He has an incredible record as president.
And I'm often with him on foreign trips. He's at the top of his game.
So he has a vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has a strategic thinking.
I met with the president, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he seemed fine to me.
I have complete confidence in the president. I have
term limits and handcuffs. God dog. Term limits and handcuffs.
Watched him expertly guide meetings of staff and cabinet members. I could not have more confidence in the president.
Mass murder.
I would just tell you that I meet frequently with the president, and every single time I meet with him, he is just fine.
But he is, again, knowledgeable, wise.
She's drunk.
Incredibly sharp, incredibly probing, incredible command of the details.
He is sharp. He is on top of things.
There is no.
And now she left the party and she's an independent. You just can't make it up. Oh, the party has left me. How they always come out and say. The press secretary, KJP, she's independent now. She left the party. Yeah, and they writing all kind of books, and they all trying to make a profit off the biggest scandal in American history.
Nothing to these challenges, these suggestions that somehow he's not sharp and he's not capable.
We see Joe Biden up close. We know how attuned he is to the issue.
And you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has.
I say his age is an asset.
Aha.
He's wise.
Yes, he's wise. He has wisdom. He has experience.
Put that heifer in handcuffs. Dr. Jill, put that heifer in handcuffs. She should have been in handcuffs a long time ago.
And his experience, because of his age and his wisdom, has been invaluable to this country.
A lot of countries, people who've been in office a longer period of time are praised for their wisdom.
I have seen a lot of 72-year-olds not as capable as this 80-year-old.
It is hard for us to keep up with this president.
His mental acuity is great. It's fine.
Chuck, you can't even put a burger on the grill. Please, sir, please.
It's as good as it's been over the years. He's fine. All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong.
And this kind of sense that he's not ready for this job is just a bucket of BS that's so deep, your boots will get stuck in.
Okay. Given sort of the role that you played in trying to provide more transparency of what happened during the 4 years under Joe Biden, who was running the country under Joe Biden? Let's just take the last 2 years.
It's a great question, Senator, and at some level, I'm not the right witness for this hearing. I mean, there should be members of the media here, maybe some of your Senate colleagues who had known the president over the years and obviously had close proximity during the time of his administration, and obviously his staff. I think, sort of align with your previous question, there is a real consideration here on authentication. And in my time in the first Trump White House, there was an exhaustive process to determine how paper flowed into the Oval and when the president had given his assent to a certain action. That was through, in fact, two different policy channels, the staff secretary, and then there was also an office, essentially of policy management, guiding the flow of documentation. If the Biden administration staffers and personnel wanted to put this to bed, they could very easily dispel all of this by saying, here are the documents that show the president assented to these actions. The Trump administration would have that. Previous administrations would have that. And if that's not there, then there is cause to improve the way that executive branch employees authenticate actions undertaken by the president.
Yeah, I mean, the president actually performing the functions of president is kind of an important thing in our constitutional order. You had, kings used to affix their seal to show that this was an official declaration from the sovereign. In this country, the sovereign are the people. They delegate, the authority to their elected representatives. And as you mentioned in your opening statement, there's only one person elected by everybody. So that signature, this is not just a small point, that signature issuing a pardon for someone who'd been convicted of a crime, or in the case of Joe Biden, these preemptive pardons, which are sort of unprecedented, is a big deal. And I think that's part of the reason why we're here today.
Yeah, auto pen gate. They all should be null and void. A disgrace, the biggest scandal in American history. Yeah. And they couldn't even show up. I tell you, what a disgrace, man. What do y'all think of this? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all know your boy Rick gonna come on here and keep it real. I ain't gonna hold my tongue. But I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of your weekend. God bless you all. We are praying for America, praying for our troops, praying for peace, praying for President Trump and everything that is going on right now. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace and love, family.